Hello, everyone, and welcome to yoga this evening. This evening we'll be doing a meditative class. So that will involve some pranayama, a couple different pranayamas, some meditation, and we'll be listening to a few Sanskrit chants as we go. So for this evening, as far as props go, we'll be doing a fair amount of sitting. So anything that helps you to sit comfortably, whether it's blocks or cushions, whatever it is you like. We'll be sitting on our heels at times and also cross-legged at times. And also you'll be needing for something we'll do in just a little bit, a couple of pillows or just one pillow. It could be a bolster, but these will go under your back in a reclined back bend, and then a pillow for your head as well would be good. So I'll just demonstrate quickly how we'll be using these. One or two pillows right up against the sacrum and lying back into a reclined back bend. We'll have our soles of our feet together. And then this is where a head pillow can come in handy, where you can rest your head. Point is, you want to have a little bit of a stretch here, but be comfortable. We'll be in this position for a bit of time. So that's coming up in a little bit. I don't know if I mentioned already, but a strap can help just for one posture at the end, if you'd like a strap. So we'll begin by standing and finding a nice, evenly balanced stance. So your feet should be pretty much right under your hips, inner edges of your feet parallel with one another. And feel weight go down through your legs into your feet. Move around a little bit and be loose and find yourself landing in a very nicely balanced stance. And then close your eyes. And notice the space that you're in, feeling your body in space. And then bring your awareness towards your body, let it come all the way, resting on your body. And then allowing it to gravitate deeper in all the tissues, all the spaces. It kind of seeps in. Settles in deeper and deeper. And so for this practice this evening, bring all of your awareness, as much of your awareness as you can, to the present moment, to the space that you're in right now. And really connecting with this moment. And then noticing your natural breath. Feeling the easy flow, in breath, out breath. And on the exhale, allow yourself to relax even more deeply. Exhaling, allow yourself to release and let go and arrive. So happy Easter, by the way. This is a great day of resurrection and renewal. It's a day where we can feel the incredible abundance of energy and potential in nature. It's a day that affirms life, and affirms the cycles of life. So take a moment to feel yourself as part of that, feeling your own life force, your own abundant potential. And as you rest into that, any of the concerns, or stresses of your life can kind of fade away. And you can have the confidence that you have what it takes to work through all of it. So our first pranayama of the day, of the evening, you're going to inhale a little bit more breath than is natural. You'll be lifting your ribs, filling up with air, almost as though you're filling all the way up to the collarbones. And then after a slight pause at the top of the inhale, reverse the flow, let your chest fall, and get all the air out. And then pull another breath in. And then out. Exhale, feeling strength through your legs, feeling a sense of release, and a sense of arriving. Another breath in. Chin down a little bit as you inhale, open your eyes. And exhale. All the air out. Next breath comes in and bring your arms up. So only go as far up as is comfortable for your shoulders. If you'd like to come all the way up, that's fine. And we begin to sway left to right, hips left to right. And a few warm-ups. And still tune into your breath. Come to stillness in the center, lift. Walk your hands up to the ceiling. Big breath in. And then on your exhale, slowly coming down, as if you're bringing a cocoon around your body. Energy of the fingertips meeting the feet. Inhale your arms up. And grabbing one wrist, go over to the side, stay there. Pull it to the side, inhale, come up, and then go to the other side. Really reach through the fingers, and then sway through the hip. Inhale, come all the way up, and exhale again. Energetically bringing this energy down around you, and then meeting the feet nice and strong. Take your right arm up and begin to make a circle with your arm. Slow at first, making sure that your shoulder's okay. If it is okay, you can go a little faster, you can go a little bigger. And then reverse that and come the other way. And then the other side. Again, check it out. Could be a small circle, it could be slow. It can remain that way, or if it's feeling pretty loose, you can speed it up a bit, make it nice and big. And then come the other way. Noticing your breath as you do this. Stay in touch with your breath the whole time if you can. Then begin to bring your arms back and forward, crossing right hand over and then left hand over the top. And again, staying right with the breath as you do this. Bring your hands down. I'm going to turn so that you see. You don't have to turn, so you can stay as you are. Feet planted. Onto the yoga mudra arms, bring your hands up. And with bent elbows, so that you can get your hands palm to palm, fingers interlacing. Shoulders rolling up and back. Make sure your neck is free. Waggle your head a little bit. And then begin to engage your arms only as far as is comfortable for you. So hands can go down towards the heels to begin with. And then back, float back towards the wall behind you. Pull a big breath in. And let it go. Big breath in. Squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit. And keep your chin down, but bring your hips forward, a little back bend, standing back bend. And keep breathing. Inhale, stand up. And rest your hands for a bit. And release a bit. But keep them engaged, keep them together, but rest it down. Shoulders up and back again, head loose. We'll begin to engage the arms again. And another standing back bend. This time, if you'd like, you can look up or even behind you, whatever's comfortable for you. And then inhale, come back up to standing. Release your hands now. And just notice any changes that might be happening, any sensations. Go right back to awareness of your breath. Feeling into your stance again, open your eyes and inhale your hands straight up. Fingers reaching up to the ceiling. All the way up, come up on your toes. And reach nice and high. As you exhale, as controlled as you can, come down. You're going to land on your feet, heels down. And that energy through the hands again, coming down to the feet. Inhale, arms up and reach up again. And lower your hands straight out in front, parallel with the floor. Begin to squat down. Pulling the sits bones back. Shoulders trying to stay back a little bit over the hips. Do some pranayama here. And then as you inhale, come on up and reach as best you can, stay with it. And then nice and easy, come on down, landing. Again, feet and energy of the hands down. Close your eyes briefly and notice any sensations that might be arising, any sense of release. Feel free to move, any free movements that might be subtle to release tension. And then open your eyes and we'll do another balance posture. So the tree, standing on your right leg and bringing your left foot. You can keep the toes on the floor, heel touching the inner shin, or you can place it anywhere you like along your leg, down lower, up higher. Feel your straight leg nice and strong into the floor, hands to the heart. And you're opening your left knee back, so the hip opens with the knee coming back. If you'd like to bring your hands up, feel free. And then exhale, bring your hands back to your heart and land your foot back on the floor. Take a moment to integrate. And shift your weight into the left side. Turning your knee out, the right knee out, which turns the hip out. And then place your foot where you like it. And feel your standing leg nice and strong. Hands to the heart. Hands up if you like. Any position with the arms up. And then bring your hands back down. And land your foot. Hands down. Close your eyes. Take a big breath in. Nice cleansing exhale. Releasing, expanding. And then open your eyes, and with your hands on your upper thigh, you're going to slide your hands down as you sway your hips back a little bit. Keep your chest open. Coming halfway down, begin to bend the knees now quite a bit. And keep lowering your breastbone towards the floor. So open chest towards the floor. Lower your hands a little further down your shins. Fingertips towards the floor, crown down. And this is a ragdoll. So just a relaxed posture with the knees bent and the body being loose. Upper body kind of swaying back and forth. You can do little spins with the torso. And then with your right hand on your left ankle and your left leg really straight, place your left hand on your low back. Pull your left shoulder back. So the right knee can be bent. And 3 good breaths here. Fill the rib cage. And empty it. And drop your gaze down, crown down. Be nice and loose. A little swaying back and forth. And then left hand onto the right ankle, right leg really straight, right hand on your low back, right shoulder back. 3 full breaths. Left knee, little bend in it. And then release down. With very bent knees, bring yourself on up to a standing position. Reestablish your standing posture. And we're going to practice a pranayama that's a kumbhak. We'll hold the exhalation out. So we'll do one all together, and then a few more that you probably do at your own pace. Everyone will get a little different pace. So let's begin the first one together by inhaling fully, fill the rib cage, and then exhaling all the air out, out, out. And hold the breath out, so keep letting it go out. You can even pull your belly back and up a little bit. And that's all inhale now. Big full breath, and as you exhale, come back to a normal breath for a few cycles. So some folks might hold that kumbhak out longer, but anytime you need to inhale, just inhale fully and come back to a few cycles of natural breath. And if you'd like to try another kumbhak, go right to it. So let's do a few now. Inhaling, filling the entire ribs. And exhale, releasing. Getting all the air out. Pushing it out. We'd like to pull the belly back, pull up a little bit. Just remember to inhale anytime you need to. And a nice cleansing exhale. A few rounds of natural breath. So keep going like that. If you'd like to try another kumbhaka, right ahead. One more. If you're finishing one, then let that be your last one. And as you come into a finish with that, close your eyes and notice any sensations, any changes. And reconnecting with this present moment, present space. Good. Open your eyes. You can stay standing the same way. I'm going to turn so that you can see the forward fold. So feet are in the same position. Hands can be to the hips to start. Inhale. Full breath in, lifting the ribs. As you exhale, bring your hips back. Sway them back. Come halfway down. Open chest. Soften the knees. Slide your sits bones back. Keep lowering the breastbone just a little bit. Keep going to the floor. Open chest. And then drop your hands down and drop your crown. And stay here and breathe. Really deep breath. Filling as much as you can. Hold it a little bit, maybe a little extra long even on the inhale. And then push it out. Feeling the belly empty, the belly tone a little bit. Pull in another breath when you need to. Really full, even fuller, little pause. And let it go. Next inhale, come halfway, put your hands on your shins, walk them up towards your knees. Stay right there. And inhale, come on up to standing. Widen your stance on your mat. Nice wide stance for the forward fold, wide-legged. Turn your toes in slightly, heels separate a little bit, hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. And the ribs, all the ribs up. And sway your hips back, open chest. Come halfway. Look straight down at the floor, tuck your chin a little bit. Release your knees and slide the sits bones back just a little. Pull your hands down towards the floor. A little press into the floor, elbows coming towards each other, and drop your crown. Inhale, we're coming halfway up. Make sure your feet are underneath you as you exhale your hands to your hips. And when the breath comes in, standing, pulling the hips forward. Shoulders back. Good. We'll do second forward fold, wide-legged with the Yoga Mudra arms. Inhale your arms up. So we just did this arm position standing. Bend the elbows, palm to palm, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders up, and then straight back. Make sure your head is released. Inhale, engage the arms, down and back. Walk behind you. Inhale, look up. And exhale, pull the hips back. Open chest. Slowly moving in, stretching your breastbone to the floor, and then rolling the crown down, hands overhead. Squeezing the shoulder blades a little bit more. Exhale completely. And opening your chest towards the floor as you come up. Pulling the shoulders up, hips forward. And release. Your hands. Walk your feet in towards each other a little bit. Take a moment to integrate. And find your way now towards the floor. Slide your hands down your legs into a ragdoll, but keep going onto your knees. So it'll be like in a table position. And here's where we'll do Supta Baddha Konasana. So getting your pillows for the back bend, supported back bend, and setting yourself up. So sitting, soles of the feet will be together, at least for a portion of the time. And bring your back over the pillows again. Make sure that there's enough support where you feel just a slight challenge, a slight edge to the back bend. What you want to feel is an opening in your chest. A little opening in your throat too, if it's okay for your head to drop back. So play around a little bit, try to get just the right balance between opening and support. Hands could be by your hips, palms up. Soles of the feet together, knees splayed out to the side. If at any time you become uncomfortable, you can change your position. You can straighten one leg or both legs. And then you can rebend them. So feel free to move as you need to. And as we start a class, bring all of your awareness to your body. And then begin to notice your breath. Easy flow of breath. Bring your awareness to your nostrils, just below your nostrils. And feeling the flow there, both on the inhale and the exhale.
Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Nama Varanane
Begin to lengthen your breath out by pulling in an inhale that's a little longer, a little fuller. A little pause at the top. And as you release, exhale, letting go. And pushing that exhale out a little further than is natural. And a few more cycles just like that. Exhaling a sense of awe, sense of complete release. And you'll begin now to come out of the posture, so do so slowly. You can raise one knee up, maybe raise the other knee up. Maybe a little sort of knock knees together. And then taking your time, working yourself up to a seated position, cross-legged seated position. Taking away any pillows that might be in the way. And as smoothly as you can, finding a seat. Going right back into the breath of inhaling fully. Pausing at the top. Full release on the exhale. Extend the exhale. And we'll begin to do Nadi Shodhana with that same breath, but this time, Nadi Shodhana, we do alternate nostrils. So if you know it, you can go right to it. Otherwise, you can watch here and using your right hand, not using the index finger or the middle finger, using the thumb, right thumb on the right nostril. And the ring finger will work the left nostril. So we'll be going kind of back and forth, opening one nostril and then the other. Beginning by closing the right nostril with your thumb and taking a breath in through the left nostril. Slight pause at the top. Close your left nostril with your ring finger and open your right nostril and exhale out the right. And then inhale on the right. Always switching at the full inhale. Close the right, exhale out your left nostril. And then inhaling left. Always switching at the full inhale, exhale right. So at your own pace, continuing on. And I find that the power here in the breath is in the subtlety of it. So the very subtle kind of energetic. And so the more I try to find that subtlety and work with that subtlety, the more power it seems to have. So be delicate with it, and easy and smooth. And it can change. So sometimes you might feel like a little more vigorous breath is better, or it helps. And then you might go back into a more subtle breath. Let's all end now with an exhale out the left. And when you do so, bring your hand down, eyes closed. And again, resting right into this present moment. Everything is right here, right in this moment, all the potential. Potential waiting to happen. And then open your eyes. Come up to a table position. And bring your left knee up between your hands. Slide your left foot out a little bit towards the right side of your mat. Walk your right foot back. And bring your hands back a little bit towards your hips. See if you can sit down. If you need a cushion underneath your left sits bone, feel free. And take a moment to bring the spine through the belly. Find your breath. And exhale, lean forward with an open chest. So keep moving the breastbone forward, gazes up, ribs come in contact with your thigh. You can now curl your nose down and your forehead towards the mat. Begin to inhale, come up. Again, wide open chest as you come up. Push your hips up. Come back to table position. And allow yourself to sag the spine down through the belly and kind of wag the tail, sway your hips. Maybe make small circles. Any free movements really, but circles are nice. One direction and then the other. And coming forward with the right knee now. Placing your right foot where your leg is, scoot your left leg back. Walk your hands back. Shoulders coming back a bit. And again, spine moving forward through the front of the body. Or pranayama. Exhale, begin to reach forward. Breastbone moving forward. Ribs come into contact with your thigh. Curl the crown down, forehead down. And then we'll come on out. So inhale, come up. Press your hips up, table position. Any free movements you like. And then sit back on your heels and find props as you need to keep your knees from having too much pressure, or your ankles. Feel free to sit up. We'll do the Yoga Mudra in two parts. First part, I'll just show quickly here after we back bend a little bit. First part is with the ribs on the thighs. Curl the cheekbones, arms up. Second part, we reach forward, hips up. And then we'll come back. Little back bend and release. So starting all together. Big breath in, cleansing exhale. Inhale your arms straight out in front. Exhale, bring them around your back. We've been here before. Bend your elbows, palm to palm, interlace your fingers, shoulders roll up and back, pull them back. Head is loose, neck is loose. Engage the arms. Inhale, look up. And exhale, fold. Ribs to the thighs. Curl the cheekbones towards the knees. Lift your hands overhead, or just rest them on your back. And breathe here, but you'll have short breaths. Stretch your crown forward. Come onto the top of your crown. Lift your hips. Start to lengthen your breath out. Engage the shoulder blades, hands. And exhale your hips back to your heels. Inhale, come up, all the way up, chest up, suspended if you can. And then release. Hands to your thighs. Chin down. Close your eyes.
यो देवः सवितास्माकम् धियो धर्माधिगोचरा प्रेरयेत्तस्य यद्भर्गः तद्वरेण्यमुपास्महे यो देवः सवितास्माकम् धियो धर्माधिगोचरा प्रेरयेत्तस्य यद्भर्गः तद्वरेण्यमुपास्महे यो देवः सवितास्माकम् धियो धर्माधिगोचरा प्रेरयेत्तस्य यद्भर्गः तद्वरेण्यमुपास्महे
And opening your eyes gently. Finding a wide-legged seated position, however you like to be on your mat. Pulling one leg out to the side, the other out. And landing as best you can on your sits bones. Bring your spine forward through the belly. And keep the shoulders back, chest open. Inhale, arms up. Begin to reach forward just a little bit. Inhale, lift your chest up and your hands up. As you continue slowly, little by little, move forward with the straightest back possible. Little by little. And then rest your hands on your legs. Wherever they fall is fine. Grab onto your leg a little bit. Pull your breastbone forward on an inhale. Exhale, a little bit lower down. And keep breathing the same way. Inhale, lift the breastbone, pull it forward. And exhale, fold in a little bit. And start to unwind this, lifting your chest as you inhale and come up. Shoulders moving back over your hips. Good. Pull your knees up, bring your feet in together, and find your way onto your belly on the mat. Chin right on the floor. Hands fly to your hips, palms up. Walk your feet back a little bit, one and the other. And as you exhale, engage your pelvis into the floor. When you inhale, lift your feet, your shoulders. And feel your strength here. Try to be as relaxed as you can be, using the least amount of effort. As you exhale, come on down. Turn onto your left ear. And then bring your chin back to the mat. Bring your hands under your shoulders, slide them down a little bit towards your hips, but keep the palms flat. So only as far down as you can go. Keep your hands flat. Thumbs under the ribs. Elbows pinching in. Pelvis into the floor and lift again. Shoulders and feet. Legs. Make sure your neck is not crunching, so tuck your chin a little bit. One more inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. Turn onto your right ear. Hands by your hips. Thumbs up. And bring your chin back to the mat. Bring your hands under your shoulders, palms on the floor. And peel yourself up and back to a child pose. So that's with the toes touching, knees separated, hips coming back towards your heels, and dropping your forehead to the mat. And then bring yourself up, sitting on your heels. Shifting into your right hip with your right foot against your left hip. And then take your left foot over the top for a seated twist, spinal twist. Right elbow grabs the knee in the air in front of you. Left hand around your back. Little lift of your chest. Exhale, looking over your left shoulder. And work 3 or 4 more full breaths, full inhales. Even more inhale. And then full exhale. All the air out. And at your own pace, 2 more. And 1 more. And as you're complete, unwind. And switch your legs. The left heel goes underneath. Right foot over the top. Left arm grabs the Lean with the right hand behind you. Take your time, take a moment to lift your chest. And then working the breath, working the twists. One more breath in and out. Begin to unwind. And find yourself sitting on your heels or cross-legged. We have one more pranayama we're going to do. This is Kapalabhati. So forced exhalation through both nostrils, spontaneous inhale, kind of like this. So I'm pushing the air out using my abdominal muscles. Spontaneous inhale, we'll do a round of 30. Inhale, hold it for quite a bit. Hold all the air in, exhale all the air out. And again, holding it out as far as is comfortable, holding the belly back if you like, backing up. Anytime you need to inhale, simply inhale and go back to your natural breath. Actually, what you'll do is you'll inhale, nice cleansing exhale, and then back to your natural breath. So let's all take a breath in and out. And then another breath in. And begin. Inhale. Even a little more. Sip it in, sip it in. Inhale, inhale. And then exhale. All the air out. As far as you can. Inhale when you need to. And now begin to transition onto your back on the mat. Stretching your heels away. Pull your toes towards your knees. And pull the right knee in towards your shoulder. Get both hands onto your right knee. If you have your strap handy, grab that. Hugging the knee in, squeeze it in. Place the strap on your foot and hold both ends of the strap with your right hand. Or you can just hold onto your leg. Or if you'd like, you can grab your toe. Heel stretches to the ceiling and pull your toes overhead. Half inch, maybe less, maybe a little more. Exhale, bring your nose up to your knee for 5 breaths. Release your head back and drift your toes out to the right. Turn your head to the left. Begin to bring your heel back up to the ceiling. Pull your toes overhead. Bring your nose to your knee for 2 breaths. And release your head back. Release your heel, release your toe. Heel comes down. Stretch through your right heel. Pull in the left knee. Hug it in. Strap on your foot. Heel to the ceiling. Pulling the toes overhead. Exhale your nose to your knee, 5 breaths. Release your head back. Turn it to the right, toes out to the left. And then bring your heel back to the ceiling. Pull your toes overhead. Exhale, nose to the knee, 2 breaths. Release your head. And release your foot. Heel comes down. Land again, our final posture, Shavasana, so the resting pose. Letting the floor take all of your weight. And releasing any tension you might find in your body. You can start a scan, systematic scan from the feet on up through the body. Just using your awareness so you can release any tension. You can bring your awareness to your breath, noticing an easy flow. You might notice that you simply drift with sensation here or there. Very gently bring your awareness back to your body and follow your breath. And then with great sensitivity, begin to move your fingers, your toes. And then a little more movement. Inhale your arms up overhead on the floor above you. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Take a breath in, a little bit more. And then exhale, let it go. And then slowly transitioning to a seat, roll to your side. And then coming up to a seat. And let's take a moment of gratitude as we close. Bring your hands to your heart, prayer position. So I'm grateful for this opportunity to practice. Grateful for a new spring, new springtime. And grateful that we have this way of connecting, with the source of abundance within your own being. Thank you very much. Till next time, namaste.